Hi, my name is Eric, and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. Today I thought I would talk about like a sense of self-worth. Over the years I met numerous people that either have been in therapy for years and their therapist is trying to get a breakthrough from their childhood to who they are now, or that person that is always never happy no matter whom they're with and what they're doing. And they're always reaching out like grabbing straws that it's this or this or this. Now, this isn't to take away that maybe you had a terrible childhood. You might have. But that doesn't define you. And for most of us, it made us stronger and made us grow up quicker. You are who you are because you choose to be that way. As I've said in previous videos, we can be our own worst enemy. Absolutely. If you got someone that starts a new job, new relationship, and they're happy in the beginning, and within a month or two, it starts going back to the old person of the job sucks, and they're agitated all the time, and they're pointing fingers. My relationship is bad, or this or that. And they tell me if I just did this, or I make more money, or move out of state, or did a different job. My response has always been, you can't run away from yourself. No matter where you go and what you do, you will be there. And if you're in that place right now, you are basically self sabotaging any good that's actually taking place. And you've chosen to focus on the negative side, pessimistic side, because you're not getting that outside attention. That's how I put it. So what do you do about it? Well, I mean, I know people that continue for life blaming everybody else for their problems. You know, how's it working for you? What happened to you a year ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago does not define who you are today unless you choose to allow that to define you. We talked about baggage, about how all of us come to any relationship we have, whether it's a relationship of couples, or whether it's a relationship of friendships. We all have our baggage. It's just how heavy the baggage is. Some drag around stuff that they can't even carry. They just skid behind them because they're unwilling to get rid of it. They feel they need that to give them a sense of self-worth. When most of your baggage is crap, it's actually doing just the opposite. So if you haven't watched the video on, your baggage and how to get rid of it, I would suggest that you do that. I'll try to post it somewhere here in the video. But the truth of the matter is you can't run away from yourself. Really. So what are we going to do about it? Well, it depends on what you want to do about it. If you want to continue the way you're going, stay miserable. If you want to continue blaming everybody else instead of, looking at yourself, that's your prerogative. I mean, I've seen on shows, they have like 1,000-pound sisters that they blame their weight because of how their parents treated them when they were kids. And no, they may not have had a healthy childhood. Not going to take that away from them. But that's not the reason that they weighed 600 pounds. The reason they weigh 600 pounds is because they chose to be unhealthy. They chose that direction. And the way they could choose to go the other direction would be to start eating healthy, exercise. There's it's common sense, folks, you know, of how to change directions. If you are heavy and you are content with that and you are happy go lucky, perfect, stay that way. But if you're heavy and you're blaming all your woes on something that happened 20 years ago that you never dealt with, in childhood trauma, I'm here to tell you, you're allowing all that to define who you are today. And if you don't do something about it, it will continue year after year after year. But the weird thing with us as humans, when it comes to change, most people change when it becomes too unbearable to stay where they're at, right? And I think I can also make that statement. Most of the times when you make a change, it's positive. But yet, most people won't make that change until it becomes too uncomfortable to stay where they're at in their lives. So, I guess the main theme of this video is stop blaming everything else for what defines you today. And start today defining the new you, not based on past relationships, childhood, you know, upsetments, resentments. Don't let that define you. Write a new script. You're due for it anyways. Write a script of what would make you happy and start working towards that goal. Don't don't set out and say, well, I would be happy if I had $1 million. No. If you're unhappy when you're poor, you sure in hell aren't going to be happy when you have money. No. You still can't run away from you. That's unrealistic, and that's just try to define you again based on, it's like you see a lot of people that it's their next new fix, next new job. They're going to make it big. And they're jumping like pogoing from this different new thing out there. It's going to make them rich. And it never does. And they're never happy. But they keep chasing. Stop chasing. Start today defining who you really want to be. Nothing from the past is relevant unless you want to make it. allowing that to define who you are today. Start today on being a better person to yourself. Start today by saying the things that have gone on in the past are no longer going to define who I am. This is me, and this is who I would like to be. And these are the steps that I'm going to take to become the person I want to be, the one I would like to be, a good friend to others, helping others, what have you. I probably could have saved you thousands of dollars in therapy if you got a therapist that's sitting there telling you how we have to work through your childhood crap in order to get you to this. No, because a lot of times that just stirs the pot and keeps you going back to that, or a bad relationship. Just keep stirring the pot. If you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, put them in the comments. I do answer, and I appreciate all of you. If you could like and subscribe, that would be super. Hopefully, the goal of this channel has always been to help people. So I'm hoping that the more people that subscribe and like, that it'll tell YouTube algorithm that, we're worthy of being seen by other people. They should be seeing what I'm talking about today. And I think the biggest thing is if you can identify and have someone spell it out to you like I tried to, if you can identify what's actually going on, actually taking place, then a lot of times you can fix it. Unless you want to be happy being unhappy, I guess. But on that note, folks, thanks so much for watching our videos. I love you. And you guys have a great day. All right.